Cool. Oh, good. And we get Instagram. All right, I did it. I got everything together. My desk is a big mess. Okay. Cool. So while we're waiting for people to come on, I'll just flip through the pages I've colored so far and explain what we're doing here if you're new. So these are instruction-free. Sometimes I explain what I'm doing, but sometimes I don't. And it's just a time to enjoy coloring or like whatever art you want to do. And the point of meditative coloring or chill coloring is no expectations and no judgment. Maybe you have some idea of what you want to do, but really it's not about deciding if it's good or bad or judging yourself on the outcome, but just letting loose and enjoying the process of doing art. So these have been really fun for me. I took last week off for the holiday, but other than that, I think that we've been doing these since July. And it has been really fun. And look at all these cool pages I've colored. In Coloring Book of Shadows Crystal Magic by me, Amy Chesery. So today I will continue on with this carnelian page. And if you joined me last time, I couldn't find my cocoa pencil. And I won't go into the story of where it was. It was nowhere weird. It was exactly where I'd left it. But anyway, the actual carnelian I colored is a lot more red than this background that I did with the cocoa, which is fine. But I feel like now this background needs a little bit of the mahogany in the corners just to bring that red over. Kind of optional. I mean, everything's optional. But my eye has been wanting that. I almost did it like off video, and then I was like, no, just wait. And I can explain my process to you. Hi, guys. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Laura. Yeah, can you believe it? I've been very consistent about these for like a few months. It was like 17 or 18 weeks or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. But it's been cool. Like, it's a nice little habit now, and I look forward to it. And I've colored so much stuff in just 20 well, sometimes I go over. 20 to 30-ish minutes a week. A week. Not even a day. A week. So, I don't know. Little bits of consistency add up, and I like knew that, but this project in particular was really hit that home for me. Because I can really see it, you know, I can really see like how many pages I've colored by just doing 20 minutes a week or 30 a week. So something to remember is we set goals and want to accomplish things in the new year. Or maybe you don't want to accomplish anything in the new year. If that's your plan, I commend you. Doing less is always an option. Okay. So that's better. It brought some of the red, some of the more red over. Okay. All right. So my other things to do here are, well, I pretty much decided that I was looking at carnelian like jewelry, and does it look good with gold or silver? It actually looks good with gold and silver. But I think just based with the colors of the page, like I have like this slatish blue, kind of a silvery blue over here. Just based on that, I think I decided to go silver for the metals. But it would have looked pretty with gold too. Good evening, Brittany. So I'm just, good evening to all and Happy New Year. Even if your new year begins at the spring equinox, the calendar year has shifted, and we got to remember to write 2025 when we date things. So I have just a very light gray, and then I'm going to go pretty easy on these. Just using this slate, what is this called? Cool gray. Using this kind of slatish cool gray to do some shadows. Inspired Chaos Studio got the herbal book. Awesome. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy it. That one is so fun. I was thinking once I finish this one, which I've still got a few pages left, but once I finish this one, maybe I'll do that one. That one or the moon or moon magic. I'm not sure. I have plenty of time to decide. My goal is to finish this one. It's kind of fun. Like once you see, or once I see, I don't know if you think it's fun. I think it's fun. Once I see a bunch of pages in a row all colored, it's like making me stoked to keep going. I'm having fun, so keep going with having fun. So I was thinking of doing this metal, but then I thought, hey, you know what would be cool if I make it like a flat polished stone? Or just red enamel, kind of to match the whole carnelian theme. Elizabeth, this is Coloring Book of Shadows, Crystal Magic. It's like my 10th page or something that I've colored in it. Okay, I'm just doing this kind of chill without thinking too hard, which is nice. Speaking of not thinking too hard, I took almost 3 weeks off. I mean, it wasn't off. But for me, it was off. I slept in and just much lower workload and lower pressure than I typically do. So it was cool. It was pretty nice. I liked it. Got a little bored in the middle there, or felt kind of like, oh no, I should be doing more stuff. But I kicked that pretty hard and then just enjoyed time off. I played Stardew Valley a lot. I don't know if you know that video game. I've played it before, but I opened it back up. That was really fun. Okay, so I have this cocoa pencil, which I couldn't find last time. And I really wanted it. I was like, oh, Elizabeth Smith. We have two Elizabeths. Elizabeth, I'm reading your mind. Elizabeth Smithwick. Even though you didn't ask the question, I know what you're asking. No, we have two Elizabeths, which is freaking awesome. You guys should start a coven. Anyway, yeah, I couldn't find this cocoa pencil last time, and it was like low-key freaking me out. So annoying. I was like, oh, just be cool about it. Use a different pencil. But I had done so much with the cocoa pencil over here, I really wanted it. Anyway, I found it. I had taken a picture. I'd used it like in a prop with my taking a picture of this page. And it was like literally right where I'd taken the picture. So I felt silly. But that's okay. It's good to feel silly. Ginny, you got your planner? That's awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a magical year. for the first time. Awesome. It's a good one. It's Animal Magic. In case anyone hasn't seen it, there's a coloring book version and there's a full color version if you already have a bunch of coloring books. Oops, sorry, I bonked my camera there. Okay. So now I have some choices to make. Flame colors. I've added a tiny bit of this pink or melon or whatever it is, melon. There's a tiny bit of melon in here, and that's what I'm going for, but I'm not going to put in that much. And then the other choice I have to make is this background. I think I'm going to do the blue, the slate blue like this, because the red is really already kind of overpowering. And then if I do the slate blue, the carnelian corners, and I can do the letters in red. And I think that's going to work for me. So let's do it. Jenny, you love animals? Me too. Kitties especially, but I love all animals. They're so cool. I mean, okay, there's a couple that freak me out a little bit, but that's okay. They all serve a purpose, and they all have something really specific and special about them. So that's cool. So I love that about the natural world. Even if sometimes I get the heebie-jeebies a little bit from some of the natural world. That just shows the power of it. Mostly like insects kind of freak me out a little bit, or swarming things. But anyway, I digress. Okay, I want to know, does anyone here have 5 cats or more? No reason why I ask. Yes, I do have a reason why I ask. The reason why I ask is because we're thinking about getting a 5th cat. It's not a secret, so I don't know why I'm whispering. You had a moose? You had a moose, Elizabeth, circling your house for the new year? Oh my God, that's amazing. Elizabeth had a moose circling her house, and she only has 2 cats. We were a 2-cat household for a long time. And then a 3rd one showed up at our door. And I was like, okay, 3 cats is awesome. And then 1 cat died last year, my beloved Cornelius. And I was really sad, and I was like, 2 cats are not enough. So we went to go get a 3rd cat, but the one I wanted came with a friend. And I was like, 4 cats is going to be too many cats. But it turns out I love having 4 cats. Yeah, and then my horoscope the other day said it's time to get another pet, and I was just kind of being silly, and so I looked at the shelter website. And I found this other cat that my husband is like completely in love with, so we're gonna go meet him next week. Sentient Star Child has 1 grumpy cat, which is good. Elizabeth's husband wants more cats, and you have 2, but he wants more. I agree with him. You should get more. Yeah, 5 cats sounds like a lot to me. But one of ours is, very old. He's doing good. Dracula's doing good, but he's end of lifing. He's got kidney disease, and he's on a little IV. We give him like a little IV every couple days. So we're all going to leave this planet. Dracula probably sooner than later. But anyway, yeah, this little orange cat is so freaking cute. So nobody has 5 cats on this live stream anyway. I think I know someone in the group that has like 6 cats or something. But she's not here. Ginger. I think Ginger has at least 6 cats. Okay. Well, that looks cute. So now these letters are going to be carnelian. Gingers can be tempered. Her name is Ginger. She's not, I don't know if she's a ginger. If that's what you meant. A great comment anyway. Wait, I need to know about these cats. Your husband, oh, that's a sad story. Oh, you named them numbers? That's kind of cute, actually. Yeah, just start naming them after numbers when you get that many. Skippy Lou is fostering kittens. How do you foster them without keeping them all? That's what I wanted to know. I would have a hard time letting them go, but that's just me. I commend you, though, for fostering kittens. That's very, very wonderful. It's a lovely thing to do. Okay, I did these letters very messy, but I'm fine with that. Kind of enjoying it. I spent a lot of time concentrating on art today. I did, why not? Why not tell you about it? Okay, so I drew some really cute dancing fairies and stuff because, do you know how I released the Sabbath PDFs this year? Like they're re-releases of older Sabbath stuff like Summer Solstice. Well, I'm making those into books, like full books. And I'm starting with the Summer Solstice, and I am hoping to have it out for the Summer Solstice this year. So like by May, for the solstice in June. And so yeah, I started work on that today. And I needed to draw some fairies. So that was like technical and kind of precise. They're pretty small, so it was like technical and precise. I really had to use my brain and think. So it's nice to just sort of let loose here and not think too hard. That's good reasoning, Skippy Lou. Hard to let go of the kitties, but you're helping them, and then you can help more if you let them go to good homes. Yeah, the little dude we want to adopt. He's in a foster home right now because he has a respiratory virus. So we're waiting for him to get better before we go meet him. So we'll meet him next week. Okay. So these are a little sloppy, but that's okay. I can always fix them up. Honestly, I'm really enjoying kind of scribbling. It feels really good to me right now. Cool. And then I didn't do very much green down here. Just these tiny leaves in this like bluish green. These are so tiny, I almost don't need to color them, but I'll fill it in anyway. Yeah, it feels really nice to be messy. I don't know. For me anyway, at this point, it's nice to let go and like, I don't know. It's just nice to have the pressure off and just color without worrying about it. That is my number one tip. Someone usually brings it up every year, but they got their new planner and they don't want to ruin it. And I always say, you won't ruin it. Like I've seen a lot of people color in their planners, and honestly, the more scribbly and the more you do, and the more you add, you know, messy writing, loose coloring, the more you do, like the better it looks. It's also sort of like looking at a picture of yourself. You know, when you look at a picture of yourself and you see all the flaws, and then like the other people in the picture look fine, but they're like, oh, I look funny. And you're like, no, you don't. You're totally overanalyzing. It's the same with art. Like we really overanalyze our own attempts. So anyway, that green, it was good, but it's a little too much. So I'm blending it in with the cocoa pencil. I'm adding some of that brown to it. It makes it look more natural, and it just is blending it into the page a little bit. Cool. Wow. This came out so good. So I have a couple tiny things left to do. Mostly the border. So let me just bust that out real fast. And then we'll call it good for today. I'm a little over 20 minutes, but that's okay. And if it's your style to go slower and more neat, that, you know, take your time. It's not a hurrying competition. But as I said a couple times on this live stream, I am enjoying like quick and a little messy right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm excited to show you the page I'm starting next week. I have to turn this over. Yeah, some people really like the spiral. Spirals are not my favorite for that very reason. I'm left-handed, but a lot of people like the spiral, and a lot of left-handed people like the spiral. I think it just is a matter of preference. It's convenient for some things, but I excuse me, I used it for this video, for the videos, just it does lay flatter for videoing it, you know. Makes it easier to film. Night of the Living Thread. No, it is not too late to get the planner. You're just in time. You can find all the information on my website, coloringbookofshadows.com. Basically, you can get it on my shop, which is shop.coloringbookofshadows.com. And you can get it on Barnes & Noble and on Amazon. So depending on your preferences. Either is fine with me. I know some people like to shop on Amazon, some people don't. So that's why I have it on multiple places. But yeah, pros and cons, right? I am a small business, and I do sell on Amazon. So it's not all big business. I know a lot of people are trying to diversify and not buy from like mega big businesses. And I get that. I understand why. So you can get it from my shop. It's shop.coloringbookofshadows.com. And that's just my own Shopify. It takes a little bit longer but that's the trade-off. But I appreciate it anyway, either way. Wherever you prefer to shop, I like to have options for you. So okay, the last piece. This one came out really cool. I love it. I was worried about blending red and blue. Like I thought it was going to be kind of garish. However, it came out super cool. Like I used a more muted red, like a brownish red, and I used a much more muted blue, like a slate blue. And those colors, I think it came out really beautiful. Ta-da! And just a little spot of green. I didn't color that star. Should I color this star? Let's make it green. And then blend it in with this cocoa. There we go. Ta-da! Gorgeous. So much fun. So next week, I will be doing this chalcedony and charoite, which I think is going to be really cool because charoite's like purple and I love purple. And I think it's going to blend really well with the chalcedony. So I think it's going to be cool. Anyway, here's another look back at all the pages I've done. Each one is unique. And I've had a really good time doing it. I've learned stuff. I have this one's whoa. I had a whole talk about how this one was kind of whoa, like a little out of my comfort zone, but it's still cool. This one's a favorite, nice and simple, and I feel like I did a good job. Look at my Amazonite there. How beautiful. Nailed it, right? This was the first one I did on these live sessions, and this was really fun. Just doing all those stripes on the agate. That was super cool. So there you have it. There's all my pages I've done so far. And I'm really looking forward to doing some more. So next week, yes, that's gorgeous. That came out so nice. All right, yes. So next week, join me and I'll start on this one. And we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. I hope you had a nice time. Post your coloring in the group if you want, or on Facebook, or tag me on Instagram, or you can send me an email of it if you want, or a message. Okay, right on. See you next time.